What is going on, YouTube guys? Are you excited for the Fed's meeting tomorrow? Well, today they're actually meeting behind closed doors. Tomorrow, Powell comes out. He gives us all his wisdom and his forecasting guidance on what he thinks is happening with inflation and the Fed's actions to defeat it. So guys, two separate things to talk about here. What the Fed does, that's the action, and then their guidance. They both have equal weight. I spent a long time today talking to one of my close friends who is a very active investor with me over the last 20 years to get his opinion on the markets as well. We both agreed, which is not always the case, but we both agreed a narrative can be spun in either direction. Let me explain. If Powell comes out and says 0.5 rate hike, the market could say, wow, we should rally because he didn't get too aggressive to fight inflation, okay? Because remember, rate hikes make it more expensive to borrow, okay? So in general, that's bad for the market, which is why you had that euphoric market with 0% interest rates and the Fed printing money. Now, you could also say that same argument, opposite side of the coin, the Fed only raises 0.5, and then the market could say the Fed is not serious about fighting inflation. The market dumps, okay? And the same exact case can be made for 0.75 or 100 basis points if they shock the market and come out. Now, if they did come out with 100 basis points, I mean, I think the bias would be to dump. But I think 0.5 and 7.5, you can spin it either way. 0.75, that's awesome. The Fed is serious about fighting inflation. Market could rally. Be aware of a whipsaw, guys. We could have a pump and a dump in the same session. We could have a dump and a pump in the same session. Bottom line is this can go either direction. You need to be ready. The markets are all paused. Bitcoin on my screen. The markets are all paused, basically sitting still, waiting to see which way this breaks. Guys, this video, as always, is brought to you by my two fantastic sponsors, BITGET and SimpleFX. BITGET, where you can trade all the cryptos. SimpleFX, where I trade everything else, equities, commodities, Forex, and they have a handful of cryptos there as well, the big ones, okay? The video description has the links to join either or both of those exchanges, as well as get the bonus on SimpleFX up to $5,000 available instantly. Double bonus exclusive with my link. All right, guys. Oh, and one more thing. You can join our Discord trading room to see what happens tomorrow in these markets with the join button right underneath the video on YouTube. All right, let's talk about the TA. This will be a quick video because nothing's happening, but this is an important video. So the 200 moving average on the weekly, I left you guys yesterday. I said we have to hold it. You can see we flirted with it and dipped below it, bought back up, got some demand here, but we're literally just sitting on the 200. Lost to 233, sitting on the 200. Guys, if this breaks, I'm going to show you the support levels on the daily time frame, but I want to show you this, okay? Let me show you one more thing here. Remember the volume profile line. Let's go ahead and pull this in. Remember the volume profile, you have to pull in the candles that you want to sample, going all the way back to the previous bull run. The volume profile line, I've said this many times, but for the new subs, is roughly 9,500. You see that on the right side of my screen above my picture? 9,500, your long-term trend going all the way back to the previous bull run as well, okay? 9,500. Let me show you something on the daily. Trend-based fib wave projection down. Look how accurate this is at the 0.5. But look what I want to show you here. Look where the 1 fib is. 100% retracement of the move. 9,500, guys. 9,482. Lots of confluence with that number. Volume support. I told you sub 10K Bitcoin. My pattern, my GAN law of three market pattern ends at 10,591. I told you I expect sub 10K Bitcoin. 9,482 is also the 1 fib on this trend-based fib projection. Let me give you this wave projection. I know a lot of you guys like to chart similarly to me. If you go up to the 48,266 on the daily, okay, that's the March 29th candle, 48,266, bring it down to the 25,338, okay, that's your swing low. Your swing high is going to be the May 31st candle. You can see it. It's an easy one to find here. And then that gives you that trend-based fib wave projection down, holding that 0.5 beautifully. price is just sitting still. It's not doing anything, right? So this looks like your key support levels, the 0.5 at 20,933, which you need to hold. If you lose that, the 618 at 18,230. Look out for that if we break bearish tomorrow based on what the Fed does and says, okay? Look out for that. 18,230. If you lose that, guys, you're in a descending market on the weekly time frame and daily, well, all the time frames, but with the bias to continue down as you have the 200 and 233 both stacked on top of you, okay? So remember that you're going to be hitting your head on that weekly 200. That is going to be severe resistance to the rise. Let's go ahead and flip through this. 4-hour time frame, guys. The 200 just murdered us here. Let's look at some things. We can put this in Wyckoff with this little range that we got. Remember, I like Wyckoff on the 8-hour and daily a lot better, but you can see you have candles here. So you have your selling climax, you got demand, you have an automatic reaction, and look how defined this trading range is, just like before, guys. You can go ahead and box this thing off, and look how close these candles are stacking up. So what you can start to do is narrow your time range, and you narrow your price. So you see 23,299. This could be a breakout area, guys. If you cross 23,299, you could be breaking out here on the 4-hour time frame. Remember, you can use your 5 and 21 EMA. Get a bullish cross. That is another sign of confluence. Listen to what the Fed says. See if the markets are rallying, and you can determine where to buy on a breakout. Okay? How aggressive you want to be. Same with going down. Fed says something bad, the markets start dumping. You can look at these numbers here, 21,696, losing this first Wyckoff line here, or using this much more conservatively at 20,816, okay? But always be aware of your larger time frame support and resistance. Remember, larger time frames have more power. That 0.5 at 20,933. Many of you won't want to wait to trade to go up to one of these levels, right? Or down to this level, 20,933. So you can zoom into your 4-hour or your 1-hour time frame to get more aggressive. Start boxing off your range, and then look at your indicators. Make sure your momentum, your volume, make sure these things are moving in your direction. Volatility is still very much expanded from that blowout dump that we had. Big, massive bearish volume candles. So we'll see what happens tomorrow with that. One more thing I want to look at here is the Nubia. This will be a fast video today because I'm going to be doing my Inflation Nation video tomorrow for you guys. The Nubia, again, this is our VWAP strategy, right? Volume weighted average price. Look how defined this trading range was. You see this? This was that defined trading range that we were accumulating in. As you can see, the heavy supply lines have been descending right here for your 200, 233, and you broke through your strong support line. Again, guys, macro market primary trend is down. If we rally, this is a bear rally, and of course, we will be looking at where we could make a top so you can trade the breakout and you can short it on the way down as well. Short video for you guys today, more in-depth video coming tomorrow. Watch what Powell says, watch what Powell does. It will determine the next move in the market. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. Happy trading, everybody. Talk soon.